Hi, everybody. Hi. I know nobody's in here yet, but that's okay. We are live. We are live. Okay. I am going to start talking because this is important. Okay. I'm sorry I haven't been on here in a while, guys. Um, I can't jump on the 45 train. I can't do it. The the reason Hi, Risa. Hi, Risa. Thank you for showing up. Okay, listen to me, guys. This winter is going to be incredibly tough. Okay, nothing that anybody can't uh, deal with, but it is going to be a tough winter. Hi, Gayleen. Hi, Jane. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Listen to this message, guys. Okay. Like I said before, and it came to pass, gas prices, man-made shortages. This is going to continue. It's going to continue, I want to say through like March of 2022. So when I was telling you guys, don't be scared, be prepared, okay? Be prepared. The things that are going to happen are going to be because of greedy corporations. Okay. What we have to do is we are going to have to stay grounded in a reality. We have to let go of 45, guys. We've got to let it go. Every time we ask readers or mediums or psychics to predict on 45. We are giving him energy. We are keeping him alive. We are literally feeding the beast. And I don't know how to say this to shake some of the other readers awake. Nothing is going to be done until we starve the beast. The one thing that he craves is media attention, and that's what we keep giving him. And they're feeding off of the negative energy that we are putting into the universe in opposition of 45. So every time you're listening to the news or you're listening to a reader who is talking about 45 getting arrested, being brought to justice, those feelings that well up in you, that is a real, tangible energy that is being transferred into the universe. All of that angst, fear, hate, remorse, whatever those feelings are going directly to the darkness. It is keeping it alive. It is sustaining it. Turn off your televisions. Stop talking about him. Stop worrying about him. Because once we let the things that need to happen, and we take our energy out of it, then everything will start to move at an accelerated pace. Right now, the powers that be, the darkness, the ones that want us to remain in a low vibration, they are throwing everything at us but the kitchen sink to bring our vibration down, to make us upset, sad, depressed. Those emotions, when we are living in those emotions, we are feeding. It's a buffet for the darkness. Despair, angst, anxiety, crying, tears, sadness, anything that deals with fear, that is fear-based, is food for that is not of the light. Okay. You are going to see, everyone is going to see a lot of things they have never seen before. You're going to hear things you've never heard before. Times are changing. The veil between our reality and the vibration of the cosmos is very thin. A lot of us who are awakened or awakening or finding our power are seeing how you are being able to manipulate energy. Okay. And this is real. So if things are happening in your purview and you think you're doing it, but you're still not quite sure, it's you. It is you. Okay. We all have spiritual gifts inside of us. Energy manifests itself when we believe that we can, when we believe in who we are, and we are not afraid to accept ourselves for what we are. And that is divine creatures of the light, of the one, of the source. We are all little particles of source, of God, if you want to call that. If you want to call it God, we are all God particles, okay? It is in us, not outside of us. And this is the most important thing that people have to understand. Modern religion has us looking outside of ourselves for that which is already in us. That causes separation. That's what causes fear and anxiety. When people are afraid that an outside being is judging them, is going to cause havoc. No, that being is inside of you. It is the thing that we call our spirit, our soul. That is our connection to the God source, okay? It's in us. It is not somewhere else separate from us. And until the majority realizes that, you don't have to go outside of yourself for anything. You need to go inside of yourself for everything, okay? Turn within. It is there. The answers are there. If you ask them, if you seek, you shall find. But it is not outside of you. It is important for every one of us to look in the mirror and find our God self, our source, our highest intention. Become familiar with you. The hardest thing is for us to look at ourselves and see us as we are. We have to look at ourselves and see the monsters that we are and deal with that so that we can change the world. The only way to change what is outside is to change what is inside of us. Okay. Hello, Annie. Hello, Cynthia. Hi, and everybody else that's in here. I'm so happy that you are here. Okay. Volcanoes, earthquakes, and weather. This weather seems to be my biggest gift, predicting the weather. Well, let's start with the earthquakes. They are getting stronger. They are getting closer together and more frequent. Okay. And what's happening is that all the plates are crashing and shifting and sliding up under each other. The world is changing. Like I said before, when this is over, the world that we know is not going to appear like it is now. There will be land where there was no land before. There will be water where there was no water before. Okay, the topography of this planet is going to change. The internal workings of our planet have already started the change that we are in. We are moving forward, and there is nothing that is going to stop us from moving forward. However, we can be slowed down, and that's through negativity, by people holding on with an iron fist to those things that do not serve them. The time is now to let go of pettiness, to stop competing with each other for everything. Okay? It's the time is to look at ourselves and see what we need to fix there. It's not in the clothes that we wear. It's not in the cars that we drive. It is not in the houses or neighborhoods that we live in, okay? It's not even our circle of friends. Our judgment, if you want to call it that, is ours. Each and every one of us has a mission, a path that we are here to complete. We are all here for a reason. A lot of us, if you're listening to me, number one, you are in the awakening process, because I would not cross over your threshold any other way. You are awakening. You are awakened. This only resonates with people who are star seeds, who are light workers, who are way showers. Otherwise, this does not resonate. We have a mission. We have to stop doing certain things. One of those things that we must stop doing, besides competing with our fellow man, okay? And this is our tongue. This is our tongue. We must at all times speak, listen to this, our truth, because you can only speak your truth. Your truth may not be the truth of somebody else, okay? And this is going to be hard for people to understand, because we always want to push our opinion on people. We can't do that, because as a free human being, as a free will society, each of us has the ability to accept or reject anything. So our job is not to convince people. No. Our job is to stay on our path and live our life the way that our path dictates. And our path is our path. It's personal. So I can't tell you what your path is, but you can ask the universe to illuminate your path, to show you what you're supposed to do. Ask questions, speak, call to your highest, to your angels, to your guides. Ask these questions. Don't sit in silence wondering. Speak to the universe through just talking, through meditation or prayer, but open the lines of communication. Be open to receive. This is important. We must be open to receive the downloads, the messages from the universe that we are getting. Hi, Harry's mom. Hi. And Cynthia, Marlene, hello. I'm so glad that you are all here. Okay. So earthquakes, there are going to increase. Volcanoes are going to increase. People in Oregon, the northern Washington, Montana, Yellowstone Park will erupt. I don't know when, but it will not be that far from now. There are lots of changes happening. Mount St. Helens may erupt again, and that's in Washington. Okay. These are things that are going to be hard to prepare for. Just remember, if you can, just try to keep water, at least a 5-gallon uh, bottle of water just for an emergency situation that you can slide in the back of a closet and forget about. But there is going to come a time here in the western and northwestern part of the United States, we are going to incur some serious natural disasters in the form of volcanoes. We are going to have a wet, cold winter, which is going to be very different from the winters past. We're going to have more rain, not the snowpack that we need, but we are going to have a wet, rainy winter, which is going to cause mudslides in California and in Oregon, especially over the burnt out areas that there's no vegetation left. The roots that were holding the ground together, that system has deteriorated. So there will be very significant mudslides and floods, okay? Just wetness in the upper northwestern part of the United States. Here where I am in southern Nevada, in Arizona, Mexico, New Mexico, Southern California, we are going to have a bipolar winter weather effect where it's going to be cycles of unusually warm temperatures followed by record-breaking frigid temperatures. I told you guys last month, protect your pipes. Protect your pipes. This is going to be very important for anybody in the United States, especially you guys in Texas. Weatherize your homes as much as possible. Please, please, please buy a generator, a jackery, or something that can keep you at least with some type of heat. Okay, this is going to be important. And I'm not trying to scare you. These things are coming. And they're not going to all come at once. So this is not a preview for a week, guys. This is an overview from now till January, okay? Expect wet, cold, very cold temperatures here in the northwestern part of the United States. Now, East Coast, you guys, nor'easters, bomb storms, like they're going to be like bombs, are going to be all over the place. I'm feeling Virginia is going to get hit with some very, very crazy storms, unusual tornadoes, guys, wind events. This winter is going to be devastating for a large part of the population. Okay. During these weather events, these are things that these are natural events. You know, this is nothing that nobody can really just stop from happening, but we can prepare and we can, you know, help our neighbors, help our neighborhoods identify weaknesses. Now is the time for us to come together as communities like we used to do, like the Amish still do. Come together. Before gas prices are $7 and nobody can put more than $20 in their car to go 5 miles, okay? Guys, it's going to get bad. Gas prices are going to get bad, and this is corporate greed, period. They are going to do this to make as much money as they possibly can in a short amount of time. Don't listen to the lies. Don't listen to their lies. Okay, gas and oil is already subsidized. They are corporate welfare, one of the biggest welfare recipients. And then they get to set their own gas prices. So what we're paying for fuel is in the realm of the imaginary already. It's not based in any type of reality. The big energy companies, corporations, gas and oil have been screwing us for decades. They've had a free pass to screw us. Now, I want everybody to take a hard remembrance of November 2020. We had an excess of gas and oil. We have an excess of gas and oil. We bought oil from Saudi Arabia, who had an excess of oil because during the pandemic, people weren't driving. So we were not using that finite fuel. That fuel is stored. These gas prices are because they can. Hi, Jan. Okay, let me read some of these messages. Harry's mom, am I getting any messages about alternative ways people will be exiting the planet? Guys, people are exiting, jumping now. People are jumping now. Okay, thank you, Harry's mom. All right. And for some of you guys who are awakened, if your mission is done, you may find an exit point into the new dimension. And guys, I can't tell you what it's going to be, what it's going to be like, or how you're even going to get there. All I can tell you is when it happens, when the shift for us happens, and it's not going to be all at once. Some of us we will shift in waves. We are already shifting in waves, okay? Our reality, what we build consciously around us is always changing. We slip in and out of timelines, and as the veil thins, and as you work on your inner self and you open your gifts and you realize what you are able to consciously do with time, space, and movement, you will see exits. You will start to hear. And I know this sounds crazy, but like I'm saying, if you're here, you're understanding what I'm saying. Guys, test your gifts. If you feel that you are clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, you can smell things, test your theories. If you believe that you can communicate telepathically or receive telepathic messages from people, work on it. The only way that you're going to know it's real and that you can really do it is by practicing. You have to break through. And I'm going to call it our put in controls. Okay? Because they have been telling us that we're not special, that we're not magic, that everyone is the same. And all of us are magic, but we all have different abilities. You know, some may be able to do some things, but not other things. Others may be able to do really big things, but not really simple things. Okay. It's like learning how to tie your shoe until you practice and get it down and understand that the power is actually inside of you. The only way to master ourselves is to work on mastering ourselves. Okay. Hi, Jan. Hi. So some of the ways that people are going to be leaving in COVID, guys, take it or leave it. Some people who are exiting the planet from COVID, that is their exit from this plane of existence. So we will lose people through we'll call natural selection, death. Some people will just vanish, literally. You'll be like, "Where's Mike? I haven't seen Mike in forever. Where's Mike?" And you won't be able to find Mike because Mike has exited this plane of existence. So there's lots of ways that people are going to leave. Some will just vanish. Some will go the traditional way, and you know, others will find literal jump points, and that's going to happen. There will be jump points coming, especially when when the disclosure comes with the ETs. And I feel like that's going to be soon too. But I feel like with this war that 45 and his minions are trying their hardest to bring into fruition, that when the ETs show themselves, it may be there may be so many weird things going on that it may be confusing. And also, guys, don't don't put it past some of these dark um, energy beings to try to fake an ET invasion. The one thing I want to tell you about the extraterrestrials that are in our solar system right now, they don't mean us any harm. Guys, if they wanted to do something to us, they've had all of eternity to do it, and they haven't. If you wonder why they don't come to this, and they are here, there are a lot here, but the things that you see flying around, guys, you have to look at the Earth as kind of what it is. It is like a lawless planet that has to be separated from the rest of the galaxy. Okay? Think about what we're doing to our planet. We are polluting it. We kill people on purpose. We let racism and misogyny run this planet. Those ETs aren't here to invade us. They're here to make sure we don't jump off of this and infect other planets. Let's put it where it is. We are here by ourselves because every planet that we have been to, we have destroyed. Every planet that we have been to, mankind has destroyed because of refusing to evolve, wanting to control others. Um, and that's a low vibration. So when we are here on this planet, this free will that we have, free will is basically saying you have the opportunity to hold on, sorry. You have the opportunity to go against common sense. That's what free will is. You have the opportunity to go against your best interests. That's what free will is. You can be mad at me, go ahead, but think about it. Free will means that you don't have to listen to anything. You can just turn the paper bag inside out and cut it up and do whatever you want to do with it. You don't have to follow nobody's plan. That's what free will is. And once you understand that free will is basically the ability to go against your own best interests, once you realize that, your whole world will change, because then you can see the matrix, you can see the veil, you can see the lies, you can see the where people are just pure opportunists to try to harm other people. Oh, let me see who else is in here. Hi, Jan. Hi, Cherry. And Sharon Snipe. Hi, how are you? I am so glad you are all here. Okay. Let me see what else, if I've missed anything. Finding your own power, looking in the mirror and seeing your truest self, cutting through all of the bullshit. This is important. We have to look at ourselves with real eyes. Usually, one of the things that I like to tell people is things that bother us about other people are usually things that are inside of ourselves that we do on the down low, our little nastiness, and we can't stand it when we see it in somebody else. And the reason that that bothers us is because that is something that we have hidden and buried inside of ourselves. So, hypocrisy, us being hypocrites, competing against our fellow man, trying to be better than someone else, trying to be more than, have more than. We have to learn to be satisfied. We have to learn how to be joyous with what we have, excited that we just woke up this morning. We choose every day how we're gonna spend that day. We wake up and we make a choice. I'm gonna be happy. I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff. I am going to be creative and be in nature, and I'm not going to let people bother me. And if you and what you tell yourself you're going to do is kind of what you do for the day. If you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you stub your toe and the first thing out of your mouth is a curse word, oh, and you've already said this is going to be a messed up day. Yeah, it's going to be a messed up day because you have called for it. The universe gives us what we ask for, good, bad, or indifferent. So if you're crying and you're sad and you're saying, why won't anything work for me? Why can't I manifest this? Why does everything that I attempt to do fail? Think about your mindset when you're asking this to the universe. What you throw out, you get back threefold. So if you're going to the universe with anxiety and fear will manifest itself back to you. The way to stop that happening is to pause, consciously redirect your thoughts. You wake up, you get out of bed, you stub your toe. Ow! Gosh, that hurt. I'm alive. I felt that pain. Change. Little changes. Oh, it hurt like a son of a gun. But instead of that curse, say your ow. Ah, that hurt. Ah, and turn it into something with positive energy that's going to feed you, not take away from you. Okay? So, mail came. Okay. Harry's mom, I have been receiving messages and dreams about disappearing people. Okay, Harry's mom, like I said, if you are here, you are connected. You are awakening or awakened. You are a starseed. You are in this flux. Pay attention to your dreams. Write them down. In fact, I think everybody should keep a daily journal, just a daily journal of your daily thoughts, because then you'll be able to track how your mood is, and you will be able to really see if keeping a positive attitude, a higher vibration, makes your world different, makes your world easier, or makes it easier for you to manifest whatever it is you desire. If you keep a journal, on every day, not just on days that you're happy, but just a jot how you're feeling today. You know, October 22nd, I woke up feeling excited. My intention was to use my healing energy um, to help dogs, to go to the dog park and help dogs. That was mine today, was to let my light, to share my light with animals, with dogs. And I did. And I went and I had a whole little line of little dogs that just wanted me to put my hands on them and give them some of my energy. And I fulfilled what I set out to do. We all have things that we need to do to share with other beings. It doesn't have to be human, it can be animals, it can be human. And our sharing of our energy, of our light, could be as something as simple as a touch, a handshake, a look into someone's eyes and kind words, using our empathy when we notice somebody struggling and asking them, are they okay? Can I help you? A kind word, guys, is needed for all of us. And I love you is needed. Risa, I started journaling last week, and you are absolutely right. I had a dream about my niece, and I haven't talked to her in a long time to keep my higher vibration up. So I called her just to tell her I love her. And I told her about the dream. It was good we were talking. See, that's listening to your God self, making that connection with your niece, okay? That nothing happens by accident. Everything is by design. What we do determines the outcome, because we could always do nothing and just let the world go off the rails and sit back and watch. But that's not what we're here for. And we're always looking for answers. But the one thing that we have to do, everyone, is ask questions. Not ask questions to the universe, not just to psychics. Use your discernment. Guys, please set your alarm. Go out while it's still dark. No phone, no nothing. Sit under the stars. Talk to the universe. Feel. Be a part of. It's time for us to reconnect. Our energy fields grow. They grow. Okay? And when we connect to people, our auras grow. Okay? And at this point in time, once your eyes are opening, you can see the aura, the energetic field around people. I can see it around me now. It's 2 inches above my head and it's all the way around my body. You have this energy field as well. And when we tap into it and we connect with people, it grows. This is how we make our connections with each other, with animals, with plants, rocks, trees. Everything is energy. And once we learn how to tap in to that energetic field, we can change so much, okay? Because once we tap in, our vision changes. We see things differently. We see things other people don't see. And this is why it's important for us to interact with each other. Take a second when you walk into a room and just feel the energy around you. You know, even if you're going into Walmart, When you push your cart through those doors, pause for a second and just take a look around and see what the energy feeling you get back is. You can fine tune yourself into whatever it is you want to focus on just by concentrating on it. It's time to start teaching ourselves how to use our magic and not be afraid. Fear, anxiety, low vibrating emotions, we have to learn to deal with and to let go. One of the prayers that I say every morning is just my Reiki prayer. And that prayer goes like this. It's just for today. I let go of anger. I let go of worry. I am grateful. I work on myself and I am kind to all living things. That is the Reiki prayer. And I just try to live my day by that prayer. Let go of anything that's going to make me angry or worried or sad. Just let it go. Don't let it stick to you. Don't hold on to it. And if you're depressed or sad, we choose our moods. And sometimes, yes, sometimes we need to stay in bed. Some days we must stay in bed. But what we do while we're in bed is very important. We need to figure out why we're sad. And we have to talk to our highest self to change those things. Because usually it's fear. Sadness and fear go hand in hand. Depression and fear. Anxiety and fear. They are all the same things. It is fear. You're afraid something is not going to happen or something is going to happen. And once we let go of that, let that seed pod open, okay? Let that fear out because it's only scary when we keep it close and tight. Don't let any air in, don't let any light in. We can't see it, so we're afraid of it, but we don't even know what it is. Open it up, look at it, examine it. Is it something that you should really be afraid of? Is it something that tomorrow will be different? Prioritize what is real, what is necessary. What, does it involve you breathing? That's important. Okay? Because if you're underwater and you need breath, then you need to find a way to get to the surface so you can take a breath. Okay? If you're upset because your boyfriend or girlfriend said something mean to you or you perceived it as being mean and you're letting yourself get drawn into this drama pit of crying and oh, you hate me and my world is coming to an end. This is where we really have to take the mirror out, look at ourselves. What drama are we creating in our own lives just for the sake of creating drama? What drama are we keeping? Trying to control somebody else. Well, I'm not speaking to her because I'm mad at her and I want her to know I'm mad at her. So every time I see her, I'm going to make sure that I ignore her as hard as I can. The only person that's hurting is you. That other person, even if they do know that you're trying really hard to avoid them, the only person that you're hurting is yourself. All the extra stuff that you're doing to try to be extra is only hurting you. That person is not feeling what you're feeling. You're only harming yourself. It's like stabbing yourself and hoping somebody else dies. It's a waste of energy. Okay. And I have been on here long enough. Let me look at some of these questions. Can we still talk to them if we see no stars? Yes. Oh my gosh, Risa, the universe listens to us, is always listening to us. Literally, if we ask, we are here to be happy and prosperous. And I know it doesn't seem that way because we've allowed mankind to put a price tag on just existing. It didn't used to be that way. We have not always been a capitalistic society. Capitalism is the darkness that we are fighting against right now because they have put a price tag on each of our heads, basically requiring that we pay to live on this planet, that we're paying people for resources that Gaia, Mother Earth, provides to us with no charge. With no charge. The sun, the sky doesn't charge us for the sun. The earth doesn't charge us for the water or for the land. Man does that. And they're taking things that do not belong to them and making profits about it. And we've just normalized that. It's not normal. It's not right. You know, we did not build this planet. It does not belong to us. The trees are sentient beings. They don't belong to us. The earth is a sentient being. It provides for us. We don't own it. Okay? And these are the things that we need to understand. Man has a horrible need to possess and control others. And this is where the darkness comes. Because once we're focused on other people instead of being focused on ourselves, chaos ensues because we want to control what other people do, what other people think, what other people believe, instead of working on the one that matters, which is ourselves. Because this is the only thing that we can control in this whole universe. The only thing that we can control is ourselves. And once we master that, we are masters of the universe. Because then the doors open and you see what truly is, aside from the fantasy of stuff, of possessing stuff. Okay? I love you guys. I'm going to read the questions and answer any questions you guys have. Let's see. I feel my energy all the time. We definitely make our own habits. Oh, thank you, Jane. I love you too. All right. Everybody that's in here, thank you so much. Please share this video on other platforms. Like I said, we have to stop feeding 45. We have to stop giving it energy altogether. The only way that we're going to see that demon get his just desserts is when we stop feeding it and let nature take its course. I love every one of you. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a fantastic November. Be prepared. Be prepared for adverse weather. Protect your pipes. Get some type of a generator or backup battery power, and your winter will be less chaotic. Keep at least a 5-gallon of water for an emergency use. That should be enough, okay? I love you guys. I love you. I love you. Get into nature. Reconnect. Connect with yourself. And let go of all fear. Let go of all fear. I love you. Bye-bye.